I think that if you, as a group, sort of embody all the ethos and values of dedication, integrity, compassion for your practice members, I think what happens is that you start to build an office that is not just an office. Okay, for me, I've always wanted a centre of excellence, and what happens when you do build that is that you get a situation where you build a culture of excellence in not just an office. And I'm going to share with you three books that I found very useful in helping me do that, developing as a better leader as well as the culture in our office. Now, there are probably thousands of stuff out there online and new books and what have you, and I'm not saying any of them are not any bad and all that these three are the best, but certainly I think these have certainly guided my path in developing the team that I have in the community practice that I have. Now, if you do know other stuff that you love and you have worked with and you think is wonderful, happy to share it with me. I'm happy to always learn and find out new things. So I'm happy to do that. So that's something that I think those three. I don't know if anybody's ever read. They might be a little bit outdated now. Things are 175. These are actually, I think you can still get these, but they're really good books, and I feel like they have actually served me over the course of time. Now, and like I said, nuts and bolts, right? So I want to go through sort of a couple of non-negotiables that an office should have. I think the girls will obviously attest to this, is that we have non-negotiables in our office, okay? And this forms, I think, the basis to which we build everything around. The most important thing that we often do every shift, I don't know if everybody does it, you don't have to do this, and I think that this adds towards it. Every shift that we have from Monday through to Saturday, and on every one of my associates are on there as well, but we do this. We start off the shift with our statement of purpose, okay? Now this here is, I put the ... because what I wanted was every one of my team members to add their little flavour at the end of this, okay? So it's important that they have a connection to the office, they have a connection to the statement of purpose, and then this, for me, feeds into the mission statement, the big one that I read earlier, okay? So we do this before every shift, and once we've done that, we then run through the day. We look at every person that's coming in. We run through what they need on their visit today. We run through anything that needs to be celebrated. We run through the patient education that they need on that day. We make sure everybody's covered because, like I said earlier, we want to exceed their every expectation. One thing I love is when you get a practice member who walks out and they speak to somebody else, and you hear that they said, "You know what? That office is nothing like I've ever been to before. Have you been to this chiropractic office before?" Now, we're not going to get it perfect every time, but I sure as hell aim for that every time, okay? And so this forms part of that. So every shift, we make sure we all get a turn in doing this. The CAs kind of start the shift off, and they'll say, "Hey, listen, Kim, do you mind starting yours off like this?" And then everybody has a little bit at the end there to add their little flavour into the actual statement of purpose.